Hi, and welcome to Wrong Way. And today we're going to unbox the RuRoc
BERSERKER
Ghost. So, let me tell you more about it.
Wrong Way.
And before we get any further into the video, this is Adam from the future. Make sure you watch all the video because the impressions after riding a bit in this helmet are really different than from the unboxing. Back to you, Adam, from the past. Or from the present for you. Okay, so recently in this week there was actually a lot of unboxings. We unboxed the RS, we unboxed the Tesla, we just got the new wheel, the MSX, but you know, that's how this week is just looking like. Next week there will be like a lot of reviews and testing. So, this video is not sponsored by RuRoc. I tried to reach out to them several times actually to get a helmet for testing, but I never got really any response from the marketing department. So good on you, RuRoc. I bought it myself. Good on you. Good on you. I just bought it in the Black Friday, or you can see Black Friday sale. It was a lot off. So usually they cost around 1,800 PLN. And now they were for 1,200. So probably for 1,800 I wouldn't get it, but because it was just much cheaper, that's why I got it. So we have right away a box in a box. Ugh. I was already testing a couple helmets before. We have, like, that's my personal O'Neill backflip, and recently we were also working with Shoei. They got some helmets for testing. This is the VFX-W, a really cool helmet. But I wanted to try something else out, especially like with this low price once again. So, RuRoc, it's here. No smell. No smell at all. Okay, we get in the box the helmet itself. I'm not gonna reveal it yet. We have some stickers, a Allen wrench, interestingly enough, and a poster which is already messed up. Nice. Let's see how it looks like. Is it actually this helmet? No, it's a black one. When I ordered this helmet, this was also sort of like, I want to be straight honest with you. At first I was super excited because it looked friggin' awesome in pictures. But then I looked at some reviews, and some of the reviewers said, you know, it's just a bare minimum in terms of safety, like the European safety norm, nothing else. But it looks badass. So I was just sort of back and forth on it. Maybe I'll send it back, maybe not. We'll just have to see if it's just good for my, you know, use on electric vehicles and faster electric vehicles. Without any further ado, let's open it up. Pretty nice pouch. Remove the knot. Ooh. Okay. That looks good. You like it?
Looks really nice.
Yeah. Okay, so this is the BERSERKER carbon fiber helmet in white ghost coloring, and it weighs around 1,200 grams, 1,250 or 1,280 actually, and with the goggles it's just shy of 1,500 grams, so it's not as light as I wanted it to be, but maybe it will feel good on the head. This is, you know, the RuRoc thing is to have a helmet with integrated goggles. So let me just get this off. Another nice pouch. Like, the packaging is pretty cool. So these are the goggles, and they're huge. Jesus Christ, that's what she said. Come with see-through visor, not a smoked one. And let's just peel that off. Semi-satisfying. Looks like something was used. Okay, just from one side apparently. Okay, so just for comparison, these are my regular 100% goggles. Like, look how much bigger this is. So probably the field of view will be probably better to the sides. Like, that was an issue before in the RG1DX series, and I was also riding this a couple times, the RG1DX, and meh, that's what I have to say. Okay, so here, that's what the Allen wrench is for. You can just select, you can just, you know, screw that in or screw that off. And we can also just really quickly check out where was the Allen wrench? How it looks like without the
peak,
because I usually write without it. You don't need a tool for these butterfly thingies. And there was also a small rubber part underneath the cap. I don't know what it's called.
peak,
So it doesn't scrape the plastic. And let's remove this one as well. Oops. And this is how it looks like without the
peak,
I think it looks even better without the
peak,
Probably I'll just screw in the screws. But oh, that doesn't look good. That doesn't look good. I wouldn't call that QC passed. Jesus Christ, maybe I'll just reach out to them like for a helmet for like €300, you don't want to have that. Yeah, on the side, this doesn't fit really well. Like on this side doesn't fit well, and on this side sort of does. See the difference?
Yes.
So first hiccups. Let's see. Okay, let's put it on. Let's put this badass helmet on. Let's screw that in. Does it even, can it go in fully? Oops. Okay, I think I broke the screw already. Or maybe I'll just... Okay, whatever. Let's put it on. Size M should fit me perfectly. And it has also a double D closing mechanism. Maybe you can show it up a bit closer. So it's not that easy to get on and off, but it's probably the most secure option. In the O'Neill I have a fit lock, and I think it's also like a similar type of fit lock system is in the Atlas 2.0. In the VFX W I also have a double D because that's like the racing standard. So I was like, okay, fine, it's not that big of a deal, not too bad. So let's see how it fits. That's tight. Okay. Well, it fits sort of well, I gotta say, when it comes to just the just the fit of the helmet. It's really close, like the nose is really close to this part, but that's fine. I think that's not really a safety issue, and I can feel like that. There's just a bit less padding like I have on the other ones. Like the padding doesn't feel that soft. So let's see with the goggles, how it looks like with the goggles. It's not so easy to put them on, apparently. Okay, so that's that. To the sides, I can see really well, like left and right. That's really nice. But down, I don't see a lot. So I will probably have to go on the EOC and check it out a bit and see how it is there. It feels a bit heavy on the head, like not that light. Yeah, let's just see how it works when I just go out and then have a ride. So here I can just lock it, and there's also a small button here underneath here, so this belt doesn't flop around. So this is pretty cool, but also like a standard solution in helmets with double D. And pretty cool. I'm in this helmet for a bit now inside, and even if I have a lot of steam from the inside, this doesn't fog up, and this is pretty cool. That's what I like about this construction of a helmet. So it's very hard to let it fog up. And the second thing is that I think it should be quieter, because in all other helmets that have goggles, you have to basically have an open space underneath the goggles. So this leads to turbulences or whatever. Like in this helmet, I hear the wind or some swooshes and sounds above 40 quite a bit, and in this one as well. And I'm really curious, like if this solution at RuRoc really makes a difference. Over the next 2 days, I'll ride only in the RuRoc BERSERKER, and I'll just let you know now, because you'll see the video now, how it went. So yeah, and I'll see also about the small inconsistencies on the helmet. Oh, that's tight. That's what he said, I guess. Maybe I'll just put the lid on really quick for just to have a difference. Oh, okay. So the screw actually broke. And it's inside of this funny part here. So I just tried to screw it in and it's broken. I don't know how I can take it out. Oh boy, that's why you don't use plastic screws. But you see, on my helmets, I do that all the time. Like I take off the visor or this plastic cap, and never something like this happened. And here I take a RuRoc and I try to screw it in, just just so the screw doesn't stick out a lot, because it looks ugly when I don't have the helmet on, and that's what happens. Oh, maybe this was the screw for the top part. What you like better? What you like better, without or with the cap thingy?
I like both, to be honest.
Okay. Because this probably I want to use now because I broke the screw. Okay, fine. Like, one more thing about the helmet is that here you can have the Bluetooth system by RuRoc. So this just connects with your phone or whatever. It's called Shockwave. Costs around, I think, $100 or more. I don't remember. And that's it. It's supposed to have a lot of ventilation. I'll just check it out over the next days. So pretty cool.
2 days later.
Okay, so now I've been riding with the RuRoc helmet for 2 days. I tried to keep it as pristine as I could, but a lot of things popped up that I didn't expect, and mainly the issues or the things that made me reconsider this helmet and definitely also send it back is mainly the quality and the competition, the different helmets that are available on the market that are just, I think, quality-wise, definitely just quality-wise better. Like, the look of the RuRoc is awesome. Like, don't get me wrong, it looks really cool, it looks badass. But now we'll go through like some of the things that are a lot worse in the RuRoc than on, for example, these helmets that I have here. So let me just grab really quick the goggles as well, because I think I left them somewhere. Things that get me. Number one, you can see these creases here, or this sort of stuff. This is not... There isn't like anything wrong with the paint on this helmet. It's just like I can take it away with a bit of saliva, a good old rubbing action. This can go away. But what is it, you might ask? And I always put my goggles like here on my awning. I'll just put them up because it makes sense. And the thing is that if you look at these goggles, they actually already start rubbing away. And the thing that is on the helmet is just parts of this material sticking to the top of the helmet. And this helmet is 2 days old. Like, it's not a year old like this O'Neill that I got last year. And I got the goggles not much longer away, and they have some fold, and it's totally reasonable because this helmet has a bit of time, and I usually also have them resting against this GoPro piece. So this material is different than just a glossy helmet on top of here, and there's not any part of the goggles just rubbing away. This is gone because I cut it out for my nose, but this is on purpose, and the rest of it it's like fine, it's not deteriorating. And my thoughts on the RuRoc is that I'll wear it for a month. How it will look like then? This is just 2 days of use and not abuse, just regular use, and this starts to look ugly, and yeah, it's something I do not really want to risk using. It's the quality. Now the goggles are pretty cool. And you can wear them with glasses. These are probably the best glasses to wear with goggles. Like, Kate was wearing them for a while with the goggles, the helmet, and you can wear your glasses inside there. And these glasses are, believe me, a big trouble to fit inside any goggles. They are also pretty cool in terms of vision. You see a lot to the left, to the right. You can see more than on the ones that are on the O'Neill, like the 100%. But definitely the vision is you see less in these goggles than in a visor like here. We'll talk about this helmet in a second, by the way, the LS2 Rapid. So you can see magnetic lenses. You can get different lenses for that. It's really easy to change them. Yeah, that's pretty cool about the helmet. So notice a couple of different things in this helmet as well. Like this is the number one thing why I would change it. Like that's not how a helmet should look like when it's new. And also here on the side, this looks good. This side, but this side is like not really fitting well. Also the buttons here are placed differently. Like, you know, if you pay this amount of money, like for me it was €300 for a helmet, you want it in good quality. You don't want anything that's, you know, just subpar. And especially this helmet costs new around $400. So this puts it already in this league. And we'll talk about this helmet also, which is the Shoei VFX-W, which is 4 years old. Like this is a used helmet. What I really love about it is that it's quiet. It's really quiet when you ride, and I mean the amount of wind noise is really low. That is really what I like. But it's also a bit heavy. Like you can feel it on your head, and especially Kate was riding in this helmet, which weighs around 1450 grams. For example, this LS2 motorcycle helmet weighs 1300 grams or 1350. No, 13. So this is lighter. So you can get a bit of neck strain on it. Yesterday when we were riding like 2 hours on the UCs, I was actually without the goggles. I already also started to feel it in my neck. So it's a bit heavy. Ventilation is really good. Like this is really cool, but you can't close it or open it. You have one option, which is here. And I really didn't notice the difference much. Maybe there is one, but you know, it's sort of there. And there's also this part. We can also move into the liner now. So the liner is also pretty like cheap. So I don't really know how to put this part in anyways. The parts just move. I think it's just like that, and then you sort of squeeze it in. And the same thing as with this, you just sort of squeeze it in. Yeah. Like when you compare this quality to a helmet, this LS2, like the difference is, it's so much more like a sofa. The lining is just so nice, and when you put it on, this feels just really nice. And with this helmet, I know that you have to get used to a certain helmet, but my ears really hurt when I get this helmet off. So this is one part. Also, like it's just so not thought through in my opinion. This chin piece here is just thought through, and this looks way better. Here, a lot of moisture is just dumping in here, and and it's not really nice. Like especially if you ride slowly, then this is just really moist. It doesn't feel really nice. This is the closing mechanism, the double D. This also doesn't feel like. It just feels flimsy, but let's get the liner out. So to get the liner out, you get this button, and already also sort of the cheek pads are also removed because this button sort of has to go through this. I'm not really sure if this like super stable, but whatever. So here up in the front, you remove also some plastic parts. Boom. This is the liner. Now, I saw a review, I forgot the channel name, Dan the Fireman. He also didn't like this liner too much. And there's many reasons for that. Number one, they sued this thing in so wrong, I can't believe it went through the QC test. Quality compliance or quality assurance. Like, look, like, that's just bad. That's just plain bad. And Kate knows a bit of suing, and you can actually tell the viewers what's wrong here. Like, I just put the microphone here close to you.
So as you can see on those sides, it doesn't focus right, but on the suing you can see they went forth and back to secure the suing, but they only did it like twice probably, and for material like this you should have like at least 4 to 5 times to properly sew it together so it holds and stays together.
And also like the plastics, like they're not really trimmed that well.
Also those holes in here for the ventilation, they're not sewed in, they're only like heated up and molten together, which can like rip them out easily.
And the thing is, like, it's not really a thick liner, and there's like these huge gaps here, which can be especially not nice to like bald people, because then you just feel the helmet a lot. And my point is, like, if it feels pretty hard already after like 1 or 2 days of use. Like, what will it be when it will be a month later? Like, there's just not a lot of padding in here. I think this is like a real cheap part. For comparison, O'Neill Muerta, I bought it a year ago, got it for Christmas. I didn't buy it, I got it for Christmas. But it's 1 year old, and it's a helmet for around $200 or $150, sometimes even cheaper. And let me get the liner out. I put it in really tight, so that's why it's so tightly in. Ugh. Boom. So this is already more padding up in the front. It's thicker padding, and you see they're the same holes, but they're covered up like so. And stitching looks a bit better, and there's all in all just more padding, and this helmet just feels more comfortable to me. And if you look from the inside, there's also like ventilation holes and channels that lead the air through. You can see them a bit here. You can also see them a bit on the RuRoc, like pretty similar level, but also not that much of a deepness to the ventilation holes. And now you'll see a helmet, the Shoei VFX W, which is a helmet that costs exactly the same in a basic color like the RuRoc BERSERKER without the discount. Now look at this. That just screams premium. And the material here, once again, 4-year-old helmet, Shoei VFX W, and it pretty much looks better than the RuRoc new. So let's get the inner liner out. Also very simple, buttons up in the rear, and here, let's just get it out. Boom. So this is the inner liner. Look at the stitching. Look at the amount of padding up in the front. Like, there's no part basically that is deteriorating after 4 years. So this is a helmet that is not good for 1 year, not for 4 years, definitely. Do you have any more comments on this, Kate?
As you can see, like here, that's like properly stitched together.
And then you compare it to this. So yeah, the holes here on the sides are also way smaller, and here they're like creasing a bit because there's like nothing holding them together, and it's just a big hole.
Also on this,
yeah,
you see here's on the one side it's creasing more than on the other side. Oh
yeah, that's true. And here it's just perfectly adjusted to the helmet. And when you look also on the Shoei, and this is a trademark they have, and that's a feeling, and that's something I feel really in their helmets, is they have really deep ventilation holes. Like, that's much deeper than what's in the RuRoc and in the O'Neill, and that's naturally what she said. So, like, the thing is, I really want to like the RuRoc. I really do. Like, I think it looks badass. That's basically what all the reviewers say. But wearing this helmet it doesn't spark joy. Like, it looks cool, but it doesn't have the same level of satisfaction when it comes to quality. It doesn't have the same level of comfort when you put it on, when you just get it off. And I think it just doesn't have the same amount of durability. Like, from a couple days of use to have so many issues, it's just too much. And I also don't want you guys to get, I'm sort of like a moving commercial because, you guys are interested in stuff I wear and you trust in my choices. And I would just feel bad if a lot of you guys would start buying a helmet that has just a sub-poor quality, and that is just not durable over a lifespan. So let me just put this in back again. The thing I like the most is probably that you can remove the lenses pretty quickly and you can swap them out. Obviously, I love the looks, like how the sound is, like the acoustics. It's pretty. Where is that? It's pretty quiet. That's the things I like about it. But I really can't have a helmet that has so many faults. Like the quality of the liner, once again, all in all, the material feels also a lot harsher than for example, the LS2 here. Yeah, field of view is worse than in a motorcycle helmet with a visor. So that really doesn't also make much sense to have the goggles. And for the same money, you can get the VFXW, which is a far better helmet and also far better security than this one, because this is DOT rated, which means pretty much nothing, and ECE, which is like an European standard, which is a bit better. But these helmets, like the Shoei, has just way more safety. They have way more experience in this department. And for comparison, this helmet we bought yesterday for Kate, and it costs 80 euro, something like that. And just look how it looks. It looks awesome. It has ventilation, once again, here, here, here. It has a visor, and the field of view of this helmet is way better than on the RuRoc. Looking down, looking to the sides, way more visibility. You open it up, it has the pin lock installed, which costs just around like 20 euro to put it in. There's no fogging up. It has this part here, which is a deflector, so the fog would move out more quickly, but you can also get it out. You have more vision, and this part is also nice quality. Then again, inner liner, it's really comfy, really plush, and when you put it on, it doesn't hurt. Quick release buckle, and yeah, all in all, this helmet just for 80 euro, I can't really say that I can recommend a RuRoc, which is for 300 euro. Like this, objectively for me, is a better helmet. So I will send the RuRoc helmet back. Let's see what they say. I mean, if they don't accept this as part of warranty, then this means it's really bad service. And I'll try just to get my money back. And then we'll see, we'll be on the hunt to get something better than the RuRoc, even though I really would like to like it. I just can't. It's just not worth it. So if you're still here, leave a like on the video, subscribe to see more content like this. I'll see you in the next video. See you soon. And just to prove to you guys that the screw is not my fault, these are screws that are normally in a normal helmet. I put them out. I don't have two sets of screws. I have one set of screws, and I screw them in. And surprisingly enough, you will see in a second, they don't break. How is that possible? And it's the same thing in a Shoei. Like, can you imagine? They actually threaded this thread a bit more, so I can screw the screw in without or with the visor thingy. I mean the cap, I don't know what it's called. And it doesn't break. That's amazing. Wait, we have to still check. Oh my god, it doesn't. Sorry, I have to do it. Yeah. Oh no, I forgot about one more thing. Like, that's a small detail. Like, if you look here, it's just white behind this grill, and should be black. Would look better. Now you can see like the ventilations that are pretty small. Also here on the rear, doesn't look too good. One more thing is that the goggles have this RuRoc just glued on, and probably this will fall off pretty soon. It's not like a fabric like here on my regular goggles. And there is also on some side, there was a loop. Oh, here it is. And there's this part.